Hi everyone, welcome to the House of the Spirit. Welcome home. I hope you're doing well in this Christmas season and in this full moon in Cancer season. I was meaning to do a video about the full moon in Cancer, but it didn't quite fit into my schedule. But then it dawned on me that I had to do it after, because I believe this energy is also very connected to the energy of the whole 2024 year. So I think that we have to go through this process in a very mindful and precise way. I can't really explain why, but for me it has to be like that. So I felt like I had to go through the whole process before I would try to do the reading. And I was trying to do the reading before, but the candle started to fade away, so I had to get an extra one just in case. And I also see a candle here, and I also think that the light, the concept of light and where it comes from, if it's reflected or if it's the light that's projected by the body itself, is very important for us. So also the moon has a lot to do with illusions and trying to find your way through some confusion or some situation that is not clear, and also being kind of vulnerable to certain fears and kind of ghosts, or let's just say energies that are not sometimes not in our best, they don't have our best interest in mind. So the protection is very important at this point. So even before I go through the reading, I'm trying to center myself around these concepts, because I think that will be more beneficial to the reading itself, not to be vulnerable to certain kinds of stories that are not going to be beneficial to us. So right now I have chosen 4 decks for you, and this is the Sacred India Tarot Moon card. This is the Moon on Water from the Wildwood Tarot deck, and this is the Triple Goddess deck, and the Moon of the Aleister Crowley Thoth Tarot deck. So I will leave you some time to choose which deck talks to you the most, or which decks, maybe even all 4. So I hope to see you soon. So now we're going to start with the Sacred India Tarot deck, and we're going to shuffle it for a little while and see what comes up for this full moon in Cancer energy, and what are the blessings that this full moon is bringing us. So the 3 of Wands. This is an open reading style, so I don't know what is going to be the placement of the cards. They will choose for themselves. Okay. The Page of Cups. The 2 of Wands. Okay. The Star. The 8 of Swords. And the Queen of Swords. Okay. I already see like a situation with 2 people here. So what is the wisdom of this full moon for us? Death card, change, temperance, a lot of healing, strength, 3 major arcana. Okay. I will take 3 more cards. The King of Cups, the Queen of Pentacles, and the Ace of Wands. Okay. I just realized that without thinking about it, I have 12 cards on the table. So to me, this is also representing the coming year. I swear I didn't think about this, I just did it spontaneously. So truly now I feel that my intuition was right, that this full moon is actually telling us a lot about the coming year. It's almost like setting the tone for a lot of situations to like become materialized. So it's not even, I don't feel like it's a lot on the, that there is going to be a lot of like dream time or more how do you say, subtle energies. I see and feel like this is going to be a reading about very material and specific concrete information about what's going, what are the energies that are coming to fruition and how they will crystallize in reality. And I also feel like in this reading there's a relationship that's very important, and I see that there might be an age gap. It might even be between a parent and child, but not necessarily. I do think that this is going to be a work relationship, but that is very fulfilling, and that will create a lot of abundance and stability. Yes, and that stability will be completely visible by the end of the year. In this case, it will be in November 2024 that it will be completely manifest. I also think that this might be a child. I'm so sorry that usually I'm kind of more subjective because this is a general reading, but I'm seeing something so specific, so I'm so sorry if it doesn't resonate with most of you, but anyway, I'll have to give it a go. So I do see family creation, maybe even kids or children that are coming to the world because of this situation, and it's going to be a very transforming year, whoever this is going to affect. It's going to be a year where you will heal from so many past memories, past situations, that when it ends, you won't really recognize yourself because it's so beautiful, and it will be the start of completely new chapter in your life. I see here, like with the Ace of Wands, in the end, you will go through the year and then look back and think, wow, I'm not that person. I'm just, it's like a new life. It's like almost like death and rebirth, literally. And I think also that the months, the summer months will be the months where the most strong events might happen. So, because you have here the death, temperance, and strength in a combo, so I see 3 months, but I also see like the whole situation, the whole year will kind of culminate in this energy, death, temperance, and strength. That's so beautiful and so powerful. So it's I would say this year is powerful and also might be about power. I would say that this is someone that is finding their power, but in such a loving way, and it's so sublime, and it's like a fairy tale actually. So it's incredible. I'm getting like goosebumps, you know, like fired up, like I would want to go through that too. So I wish you all the best. And I think that this period before, so I would say that this is December, this is November, this is October, right? So September, August, July, June, yeah, May, April, March, February, January. So if we see that in a sequence, I would say that the first part will be the part of the year where you will meet people. I see a lot of communication, but I see also that it's communication that is coming in a very loving way, innocent way, and that innocence is going to continue. It's going to almost like open your mind to such an extent that even the way you dream, the dreams you have, the ambitions you have are going to be expanded like an explosion of possibilities that are going to blow your mind. But after that, there will come a situation that will, I would say, maybe interfere with this, but that situation is going to make you stronger, because it's all about, this year is all about making you stronger. It's all about you finding your power, and the allure you have on others is going to be like boosted. And so this situation that will be certainly challenging, I would say will bring you so much joy afterwards, that you're going to be like so confident that it will just not even, you know, it will not even hurt, it will just stress you out. I think so, because it's going to be very quick. But I do believe that you are going to be actually quite prepared for it. You're just going to be like maybe a little bit scared, but because if it's so quick, and you're like, no, things have to be a certain way. No, it's going to be quick, and it's meant to be quick, and you're meant to have this amazing gift, and don't be afraid. It's just annoying, like stressing, but it will change. I think it will also change your biology. Oh, you see, the candle is going out. Almost. I will change it soon. So I think that it will change your whole body. That's why I also see like something with a pregnancy, something with new life coming. and it will surprise you, which is quite funny, but only for some of you. For others, I see you being kind of exposed to a challenging situation, but the challenge is not like other people challenging you. I see that other people in your life are already on your side. I don't see a lot of conflict next year for you. I see actually people helping you, which is so nice. What a blessing. Okay, I'm going to change the candle. Just give me 1 second. Change the candle. It's burning bright for us. So yeah, sorry about that. So I see that people are coming to help, and that is a great blessing. So yeah, enjoy having good people around you. And this is because you already did like the bulk of the you can call it shadow work, but you can just say like just removing things from your life that are not healthy, relationships and situations, addictions and other things. I see here a person who is very much on top of the career, of their family life, of their own body, like owning. I see somebody owning their own body in such a beautiful way and being in tune with natural cycles, with nature itself. So it's kind of moving to see somebody being so bright, so natural, like natural beauty. I see natural beauty, someone who is completely comfortable with their own, in their own skin, in their own body, and healthy and prosperous, because I see someone who did so much work in the past that is now being allowed, both allowing her or himself, and also allowed by the whole universe to be so fulfilled and to just be. I see someone who is so in herself and so centered and so happy and fulfilled. But I'm not going to lie. I know that this has come to this situation is now coming to fruition because that person worked a lot. So I'm not like, this is not some, just grace. This is something that comes from hard work. And also keeping your energy, your ability to see possibilities and to see good outcomes, even when things are not looking so bright. So it's someone who has overcome a lot of negativity, both outside as well as inside. So yeah, I would be like really curious to know how this 3 months, this trimester is going, because so it's July, August and September. I'm really curious about this time of the year for this group that chose this deck, because I think it's going to be amazing. Like the magic and the power is just amazing. So for those of you who are planning on children, I would say that these blessings might come in November, which is the end of the Celtic year, a very auspicious time. yeah, it's so bright and it's so intense this year, and beautiful for this person. I am really like privileged to have been like in tune with this energy. I feel like it's such a beautiful story from someone who has overcome so much and is victorious, in its, and it's so like self-empowered, and such a beautiful story of like hero. Yeah, truly I see a hero here, or yeah, just someone who is absolutely victorious over themselves, over all the challenges, and the toxicity, and the different problems that might come up, small, big. I don't see a lot of challenges for this person. Actually, I see just like that is already in the past. So it's going to be a beautiful year, because it's going to be a year where you will reap, you know, the fruits of some a lot of past toil and labor. So it's going to be the year where you literally win all the prizes that there are to win, like family, you know, having new people coming to the family, and professionally, career-wise, it's going to be absolutely successful, because you're going to nail every single situation. Like every challenge will not even, you know, make a dent, because you are just so centered and so happy in your own skin, that it's going just to be, you know, it's almost like master level achievement, you know, like transcending pain, you know. It's incredible. So I wish you all the best. I hope you like this video and you hit the like button, and you subscribe to the channel for more of these daily videos, and yeah, share if you like too. I hope to see you soon, and best of luck with this beautiful energy for you all. Thank you so much for having me be in tune with this beautiful spirit. So thank you so much. So now we're going for the second tarot deck to see what are the energies that this full moon is going to bring. What are the blessings? In the first pile, the reading came up as a yearly reading. Let's see if this is the same. If I feel like this is the same with this second deck or not. Let's see. The Queen of Swords. The Knight of Swords. Sorry. Hawk. Swan. The Page of Stones. Huh. The Ten of Cups. The Page of Arrows of Swords. You have the whole court card group here. That's why I didn't. Let me just get one more card. Okay. Aha. The Pole Star. Just shuffle for a little bit. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, okay, it's the same as the first, but in a different configuration. The Four of Cups. The Six of Pentacles. The Seven of Swords, the Three of Wands, and the Three of Pentacles. I think this is going to be a different reading, so I will just wait for a little bit for more clarification. I will try to see what this is about for this group. It's completely different. So the first deck, we went for, it was spontaneous. I didn't even think about it. We went for yearly reading. So each card was a month. This one is different because this is showing me a situation, a very particular situation. So let me just meditate a little bit. So I think that in this situation we have a person who is, I don't know why, but I see someone quite young, that is just realizing some maybe harsher truths about life, especially about their own family. So it might be yourself in the past, and maybe that situation is starting to heal now. Yes, I think that this full moon brought you some information about your past. And that information was maybe not so pleasant. Maybe it was a memory that was kind of unlocked by, or something was triggered by another situation that had maybe nothing to do with this, but that kind of brought it to the surface. And I see there's so much distance here, like even from yourself. Like there's a part of yourself that was distant from you, and that happened because there was some people in your vicinity, like close people. That's why I was saying family, but it might be just somebody that's very close to you, either a friend or a lover, or just a situation. I would say like a group of people, because there are so many court cards here who are just like triggering so many aspects of you. So I would say that these aspects of you, they were like clumped up and made to look unclear for you and distance from you, because these people were so distant emotionally. And now you are discovering this situation, and it also might be because you are around young people, younger people, people who are younger than you. And but I see like you're reconnecting, but it's still quite cold. It's still a little bit difficult. And I also have to talk about like what might have happened with these people, because I see this is the kind of the description of what happened here. And I see a situation which has created a lot of devastation in your life, and even in ways that you're not completely conscious about. But now it's all coming to the surface. And maybe it's because somebody like showed you how life could be so much better. this younger energy. It might not be a younger person, but even just it's just more vitality, the vitality of someone that has triggered your and completely changed your way of seeing life, and your childhood. I'm sorry, your own childhood has been kind of questioned. Maybe you thought it was okay. Maybe you thought it was normal. But now you see that if you want to go to the next level in your life, and if you want to make those dreams come true, you have to change, and you have to see yourself in a different way, and you have to see your childhood also. So the story you tell yourself is going to change very soon, and it's just starting. So I want to know more about what exactly you are changing, and advice on how to go through this situation in the way that is aligned with your supreme being and with spirit, in a way that is going to be good for you in all aspects, all your aspects in all dimensions. So yeah, I see a lot of fighting. Yeah, inheritance. Okay. So now some advice. Okay. I'm reading. I'm just really in tune with the cards. I will show them to you in a second. Okay, so now I see the situation. This situation is a lot about like inheritance, and a lot about the way that property or the way any type of material possession is passed down. I think that things have been good if you didn't like feel there would be, if there wouldn't be some kind of intuition like eating away at your mental well-being. And so there was always in yourself this suspicion, like that something wasn't right, but it didn't know why. It was hidden. And now with the steer here, you're going to see. And as they say, you cannot unsee. So now that you cannot unsee, and now that you know what is good for you, you just can't turn back. Thank God. Thank God for that. Although it's very painful, I see that, and I'm so sorry. You cannot unsee. You can't go back. And just give me a little bit. So I actually see here a coming of age story. So I think that this year, the greatest blessing that the full moon is bringing to you, and that is going to be the determining like energy for the coming year, is that you're going to be maturing. So these are the first steps into creating a life that is more in tune with who you are truly, and giving yourself a lot of personal power that was stolen, let's say, that was kind of hidden. That's more like it. That was hidden by a family situation. And you see here, there is a sort of like mourning for the past. You can see here like there's a dead body on the boat, and it's a funeral. It's a ritual, and it's still attached to the sides of the river. And this card that's called the mirror, it's the hangman, and it's a card about kind of a reversal. So it's the reflection actually it's the reflection, it might be the reflection of the shaman. The shaman is the magician. So right now it's like you're coming to the person you're supposed to be, with all the tools and all the potential and all the power that you're destined to have. And in order for this to happen, you have to say goodbye. You have to release the dead body. And you're going to go from a Page of Wands, which is a very innocent, playful, pure, but childish personality, into the shaman, which is a powerful, wise person, full of potential, full of ideas, full of abilities. It's a person who knows how to manifest reality. And then you will be very successful on the material front here, and very abundant, I see. You will be completely in tune with the power to create material abundance in your life. And this is very good for you, because it will make you, because if you're independent on the material front, the inheritance won't be that, important. It will just be something that's in the past, where it should be. And I see that, of course, you can make the best of the situation, because I wish that everyone would get inheritance and abundance and would be, safe materially. But I see here that being safe materially, it's not at all costs. If you have to sacrifice too much of yourself, and that's what I see here, like you're just, being like overwhelmed by so many other personalities that you cannot be yourself. And all these people have the final word. They have their very important opinions, and they're very heavy on you. So, but that's not how it's supposed to go. That people, you see here, that a family is supposed to be a circle of people where everyone is the same, and everyone is just as important and meaningful and heard, and they all deserve the heat of the fire. No one is cast aside. No one is going to be cast away. So this is the way it's supposed to be. And you can't unsee this. You cannot go back. You have to say goodbye to this situation and go to the completely different dimension, and to step up and go to another level that's much more abundant, much more integrated with who you are, with your power, your potential. So it's very empowering reading, so I'm very happy. And this is very specific to a situation, so I don't see any predictions here per se. I just see that this is going to be the year where you're going to say goodbye. And I can maybe see some timing. Like, when next year is it going to be like the really defining, you know? 9 of vessels. So 9 is September. And maybe in September you will see some change, some very significant change. But I also would say that the worst part is over, actually. Although the material part is just beginning, the part that was most important is in the past. So it's about changing the way you feel about yourself. And this is the most important thing I see for you. So that part is done. So good job. You go. You go and get this success, because it's here for you to claim and to conquer. And I see that this full moon, I also see it in this card, this full moon made it very clear that you cannot unsee this, and that the worst part, the part of about, you know, the hurt feelings and the kind of feeling stuck emotionally, that's gone. So now you just have to like cut some things off, the last things off, and you're golden, you know, you're good to go. And so I wish you much success with this, and I hope you like this video and you hit the like button, and that you share and subscribe to the channel. Yeah, I'm wishing you so much blessings, so many blessings with this reading, and I hope you get to fulfill your dreams and your full potential this next year, and with the blessings of this full moon in Cancer. So yeah, great reading. Thank you so much, and I hope to see you soon. Bye. Hello, so now we're going for the Triple Goddess deck reading for this full moon in Cancer. So what are the blessings that this full moon brought to this specific deck of your choice? And maybe even see what this coming year is going to bring us, because I feel like this moon was really like a sneak peek for 2024, and this energy is so strong and so expansive and beautiful. I do feel like it's going to inspire us for a long time going forward. So let's see what comes up. The King of Cups, the Knight of Cups, the Two of Pentacles, the Devil. Okay. The Nine of Pentacles, the Fool, the Wheel of Fortune, the Seven of Swords. I think this is enough for now. I'll just move them around a bit and then we'll clarify this situation. So just give me a moment. So for this deck, this full moon has brought you some information about someone who was deceitful to you, and it's not a pleasant situation. So I'm so sorry if you're going through some kind of, I don't know, it feels really scary a little bit. Something who has affected your self-esteem and your ability to trust in others. But I also feel like there's a lot of self-deception. Let me just see if I can get more information. I see that it was some project that you were working on, and then like people started to do some things maybe behind your back and be kind of duplicitous with you and dishonest, and that is changing you and changing how you feel. And I even think that you're not too conscious about this. The Page of Swords. So warning to be mindful of written documents and to read the fine print, to be very careful about what you sign and study everything, like law and whatever situation that you're in that requires that kind of careful and minutia. Just take the time, don't rush anything, take the time and be. But the thing is, you're like you were in a situation where the fruits of your labor and the way you were expressing yourself, expressing and having issues with expressing, was very cool, like nice, and I see this is like a creative endeavor of sorts, and I see that creative endeavor now has some issues to be solved regarding the laws and regulations. I don't know, like maybe a company, maybe some type of project, like creative project, that you now have to, like, you know, go through the details to make it like just and like solid and protected, and know that you have like your rights protected. I don't see you being naive though. You weren't naive. You were just well-intentioned, and maybe other people are having like a tough time in their lives, and they are projecting these tough times on you and making you like work overtime to, you know, I see this Wheel of Fortune also a little bit as work, because look, she looks tired, and you see how tired she looks. At least to me, she looks very focused, but it looks like it's something that is not very, you know, happy-go-lucky. It's tiring. And with the Two of Pentacles here, like juggling and being like uncertain about the outcome, that's not a very nice, you know, place to be. It's kind of tiring and stressing, and it's making you uncomfortable and vulnerable to people who are not, honest. I would say that just even before I take more cards, I would say that this is the way it should be. This is like centering, like you have the knowledge of your feelings, you have the knowledge of your worth, you have to still, work a little bit to complete this process, but you are coming from a place of being like centered and happy with yourself, and that's good. But this situation is taking you a little bit off course, and I say that with it's not really off course, it's just more being too much in other people's energy, because they're projecting onto you and you're like taking the energy to yourself, and you don't realize it. So I would say that this full moon is taking you back to yourself and to your knowledge of your own emotions and your creative power. More about this person. Queen of Swords. I'm going to just move this a little bit. I would say this person is on the spotlight, is some kind of, it might be someone that is high up on your field, on your specific area of work. Might even be a celebrity, or have like a lot of weight, like reputation. But it's going to be over. You're going to be moving to another situation very soon, and it's going to hit, the conclusion, and it's going to be fine. So more about the advice. Yeah, worry. Yeah, stick to your guns. You keep being, the driving force, and just don't pay attention to the like nightmarish, like don't close yourself off. Don't be cynical. Don't let these people like make you cynical or make you suspicious, like with everything else. And don't let this situation contaminate your other areas of your life. Focus on what you're good at and do it, and keep your energy, to yourself. Yeah, it's going to be fine. It's going to be fine. Actually, I think that this person will change their ways, even if you just keep going and keep being happy with what you're good at, and keep doing what you're good at. Don't be influenced by this energy at all. I know it's hard, because your thoughts are going to betray you sometimes. It's normal. We're only human. But I would say that if you focus on action, more than on, being too much in your head, you'll be fine. And if you when you're doing whatever you're doing, if you're mindful of the fine print, and you are safe, legally, and with the law, and you get the right expert for for the whatever you're doing, and trust in your own ability. Trust yourself and keep your energy up. You'll be just fine. Yeah. So let's see that more about what's going to happen after you move on from this situation. That's amazing. The Sun card. And what about some timing maybe? Like, when are you going to be free from this situation, and when is it going to come, to fruition? Eight of Cups. See more? 8. Yes. You know what? I don't think it's months. It might be. It might be in 8 months' time, or in August, but I see it being very quick. I think that when this, actually I even think that maybe the moon is going to be, because you see here, this is the moon, and this, I don't know if it's the moon or the sun, because the warm colors, they suggest the sun, but the type of drawing, it suggests the moon to me. It's very similar here. Also the placement, you see. And both are the 8 of Cups. So I think they're merging together. I think that the next moon, you'll be okay. You'll be released from this situation, and you'll be, building your dream, and happy and fulfilled, and yourself again, and just, this is behind you. It's finishing. And the moon is revealing more and more of this situation to you. And I think that also the potential here for successful endeavor is really, really big, because I see you here so, integrated and so fulfilled about what you're creating and what you're doing. So this kind of dreary, going through a lot of documents and making sure everything's okay, it's going to be over and done with very, very soon. Maybe even after these Christmas holidays, you'll just start to see everything just picking up. Yeah. Very specific situation. They're also different, these readings. It's very surprising, and I'm just letting it flow, and the intuition just show me, and spirit show me whatever it wants to come up. So I'm very blessed to be the vehicle for this information to you. I wish you so much success on this, and you're protected. Just be mindful that many of the thoughts that are scaring you are just, are just nightmares. They're going to go away very soon once you start just going through the paperwork and doing the work that is needed to create this amazing, successful endeavor. So I wish you a lot of luck and success with this. I hope you liked the video, and that you share and subscribe to the channel. And I hope to see you very soon. Bye. Hello, so now we go for pile number 4. Our last pile, so that we get more information on the blessings of this full moon in Cancer, last moon of the year, and that I totally feel that is bringing us so much illumination about 2024. What is the main energy of this year, and how it's going to change our lives and to influence the energy moving forward. So let us see what kind of spread and what is the information that these cards are going to bring us today. So 10 of Swords. I feel like this is going to be different. Four of Wands and 9 of Swords. Ace of Wands. 7 of Cups. 6 of Wands. The High Priestess. The Magician. And the 4 of Cups. Okay. I feel like we need 2 more cards in the center. The 3 of Cups and the 2 of Pentacles. I'm going to keep these cards to the side for now. I don't know why they wanted to come up right now, but they did. So let me just meditate for a little bit on this spread. So now, here in this reading, I see a very, very specific situation. I see someone who has been like burdened to a breaking point with some very heavy aspects of relationship, and this has caused a lot of even health issues. But I think that this specific moon is bringing you a complete, overhaul of this situation. It was so intense that before I wanted to cover this. This is the 10 of Swords. And in this deck, it's called Ruin. So I think that now this moon just did this. So this is change and this is abundance. And I think that this is the greatest gift of this full moon in Cancer. And you see here, you have the Cancer sign there. And you have also Jupiter and Capricorn. And I think that Jupiter here, because I know Jupiter is also making some important aspects that are enhancing this powerful, healing for many people. I think that this full moon, somebody just started healing like in a almost magical way. And I know that this person has been assisted by very powerful entities, I almost dare say, very powerful beings that intervened in this situation. I don't know, it might also be like people who had accidents recently, because I see something like with some sort of healing. Okay, maybe the accidents weren't so recent, but I see healing. I see somebody who's like recovering from some sort of injury. It might be psychological, but it also might be physical. And now that the healing has started, that you're on the cusp, of changing this completely, you will find that you will understand how you brought yourself to this situation, and how it, for how you're stuck in certain patterns that brought this upon yourself. I'm not saying like you're guilty. It's not about guilt, but it's more about processing and integrating the wisdom that comes from experience. And you will see so much more about yourself, and so much more about the mystery, some kind of mystery that brought you to this situation, to this misfortune. But it's not so much a misfortune if you take away so many blessings, right? So I want to clarify a little bit more about the past situation. Either 4, 4, 5. You have 3 4s, right? Yeah. So this is very significant. Okay, the 4 of Pentacles, the Sun, and now the 10 of Cups, and some advice. Ace of Swords, and the 8 of Cups. There's one more sticking out. I will take it. Actually 2. So Temperance and the 2 of Swords. So what I see here is you breaking free of some type of structure, outgrowing some type of structure, and being, a little bit overwhelmed with the feelings that come with that situation. And this is also very material. This whole situation is very material, and I would say that the advice is to just cut to the chase and try to be pure, to keep your mind so pure and so sharp that you just achieve a sort of how do I say, complete equilibrium with yourself and with what brought you here. I also see that this has a lot to do with the way you relate to your spirituality, and the way you talk to your spirit guides, or the way you talk to spirit, to God, to whatever entity. Because I see that you were guided here. You were guided to this healing, to this situation, and to overcome it, you will need to achieve this perfect balance between, all the aspects of yourself, but specifically I see between the material aspect and the spiritual aspect of yourself, because the way you were doing things before was maybe a little bit restrictive, and you have to break free from these restrictive patterns in order for your body to heal. And you have to be more fluid, but at the same time mindful. It's not controlling, it's like observing and being focused. But I see that you have to achieve this, you have to maintain a very pleasant balance in yourself and in your life, like in your routines. Keep yourself like healthy, very mindful about what you eat and what you do. But especially, I don't see so much like diet. I see like mental hygiene, like not feeding your mind and your feelings with things that keep you depressed. Because depressed, that is the word I was it was just like hiding like behind me. I see someone healing from depression, and this has been something that has kept you so restricted, so square. You're kind of like in a very confined, defined space, which is good for some aspects of life. Like, this is a card of also material achievement, of course, Sun in Capricorn. But Sun in Capricorn, we are now in Sun in Capricorn. But this specific deck is, to me, it's not talking about material endeavors or projects, or it's talking to me about the soul of someone and the hardships that soul had to go through in order to fit in this body, in this existence. And I think that if you are truthful with yourself and you speak the truth, you will break free from like this spell. I see some type of spell work. I don't see like, oh, it's like a curse, or no, it's not really that. It's just like the words we use to speak to ourselves, the words we use to speak to others, the way we express our power. It's going to have to change to a more loving and generous communication style. It's not so much like, oh, in unconditional love, you have to be empathic, or you have to be connected, or you have to be more loving, or it's not exactly that. It's more like a balance. You need to balance the way you express your authority and your individuality, in order for you to not feel guilty when you are doing it, and to be truthful both to yourself and to others, and to achieve like this perfect mix, the perfect specific potion, love potion for you. Yeah, it's almost like giving yourself a love potion. That would be the nice title of this reading. If you give yourself a love potion and a love spell, in order for you to be, you have the spiritual couple of the tarot, the magician and the high priestess. So this is like magic. This is magic. And with the 6 of Wands here, this is not going to be so difficult for you. It's actually going to be easy. You just cut through, the noise. Yeah, but in order for you to achieve this, you have to have some type of discipline daily with yourself, of using the right words. Using the right words, hearing the right words. Don't listen to, people who bring you down, people who bring other people down. Do not give the time to people who like to, speak badly of others. Just tell them you're busy, tell them you have other stuff to do. Just don't give them the time of the day, because this is you're very susceptible to this type of poison. If you're working through a depressive situation, and if you're solving some type of like spiritual riddle, soul, level riddle, you have to be very careful, because all the signs, are going to be very important for you, and you have to be careful with people around you. And it's not like you have to be, distancing yourself from everyone, and nobody's perfect. But be methodical and be like loving, but authoritative a little bit in what pertains to what you want to listen to and what you don't. I don't need to know that. That's somebody else's life, and I'm not going to be here like bad mouthing someone, or just creating more of that bad energy that's going to poison you and poison others and poison the situation further. So don't give it the time of day. Just being very positive now and uplifting, not listening to your fears and anxieties, and not feeding the negative creatures that sometimes are lurking in the darkness, and not being lazy. This card, the Eight of Cups, sometimes talks a little bit about inertia and just laziness. So this is, and with the Temperance here, which is work, the work, alchemical work, and the sublime, of work itself. So keep yourself busy, but not like a busybody. Just you are doing some kind of very important soul spiritual work here. Yeah, that's also what I was meaning to say here. This is someone who is on a spiritual mission, and it's a very important one, not only for themselves but also for the collective. So you can't really afford to lose your energy like this. So if you have the mindset that your energy is very precious and that it's not about you, I think you will achieve tremendous success. And also, one of the biggest successes that I see here is inner peace, which is for me, in my humble, opinion, is the most precious gift you can have in the world, in your mental and emotional body, is inner peace, because it's the place of stillness, and in that stillness there's potential for creation, for everything, for being inspired and to inspire others and to bring life, so incredible. What an incredible blessing to have this on the full moon as a message, on the full moon in Cancer. Yes. I love Cancer. Love you all. And I see that this full moon in Cancer brings so many of us to our spiritual home, and this is really reflected in this reading very clearly. This is someone who is achieving some sort of next level spiritual healing, and the feeling of home is the best feeling, because belonging and connection is certainly one of our most important, like, soul the will of our soul, to connect, to feel connected, and to feel at home where we are, and to have inner peace. This is, yeah, what a blessing. Yeah, this is what I see. So I hope you liked this reading. It was very thrilling. I loved it. I was really mind blown by it. I always like open my mind so much when I do these readings. This is also my blessing. And I hope you liked the video. If you do, just hit the like button. Thank you. And I hope you share, and I hope you subscribe to the channel, and I hope to see you very soon. Bye.